You must know how to consolidate what you have learned into a long-time experience, like a long-term memories. You convert it from what you just learned today and forget to something that you will keep reminding yourself, remembering again and again. We must learn how to do that. Consolidation rates. So consolidation rates means learning is limited by how quickly the brain can form short-term experience into long-term memories. You must know how to consolidate what you have learned into a long-time experience, like a long-term memories. You convert it from what you just learned today and forget to something that you will keep reminding yourself, remembering again and again. We must learn how to do that. Are you following me? So how can you do that? Let me give an example. Let's say you have learned about osmosis. The fluid will move from the region of lower concentration to higher concentration through a semi-permeable membrane. Now, you can think about it this way, that how can I remind myself? How can I always remember this definition? Now, if you are the type that your bedroom is upstairs, you know that you move from downstairs to upstairs every day to sleep in your room. So all you needed to do is to relate what you have learned, that definition, to a physical life experience, to keep your memory on for a long time, that you always move from downstairs to upstairs. That means that osmosis as well is from region of lower concentration to higher concentration. And you know that diffusion is the opposite. Diffusion is higher concentration to lower concentration. So you are moving from your bedroom downstairs again, maybe to have your dinner or to have a shower or to go out of your house. So that is how you apply knowledge, so that you can convert it from a short-term experience into a long-term memories. So that whenever you see a question related to osmosis, you know that, okay, I'm moving from downstairs to upstairs to my room to sleep. So you quickly remember, and you write down the answer. That is how to help you to remember things. That is how to consolidate what you have learned and to store it, to retain it for a long time. The last one is efficiency versus storage. The brain prioritizes pattern and relevance over data. What does that mean? It means that when your brain cannot connect a pattern to what you have learned, it's not going to retain it. Your brain will discard it. That is why you can't retain things. Now, there's something I do when I was in school. It is called mnemonics. mnemonic. Like you are giving, a short letter to, let's say, a long definition. You break it down into short letters so that you can remember. For example, let's say in a definition there is substitution there. You can make substitution S. And whenever you want to remember, you just remember S. Okay, S, substitution. So learn to form mnemonics for yourself that you can remember. For example, now, do you remember Mr. Niger D? In biology, Mr. Niger D is a very popular mnemonic that most people use to remind themselves the characteristics of a living being. So the brain prioritizes pattern, mnemonic, and relevance over raw data. Forgetting is needed to clear irrelevant information for effective cognition. If the pattern is not formed in the brain will discard it. So you can use that pattern, that mnemonics, to retain a lot of knowledge. You can use that for your formulas in mathematics, your formula in physics. Use some short words, acronyms to keep it, mnemonics, to keep it in your brain. And you can use things that are, spellings that are easy. Words like cat, dog, that you can easily remember, like a pattern. So it will keep information in your mind.